here's the thing. Even if they can't hear me, they can see this.
All right, let's start it over again. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Winter Spectacular. I'm Tom Vasel.
I'm Billy Pegord.
I'm Zeger C.
Joey Evans.
And today we're playing Heat Pedal to the Metal.
That's what it's like to depress a gas pedal. I like that word, depress.
Oh, yes, sound.
Okay, so, anywho, folks,
not again.
The good news is I had not yet talked about the contest when we started this. There is a contest where you can win one of 2 copies of this, and this is worldwide for a copy of Heat, which is a great racing game, and you should have in your collection. It's in mine. It is.
That's true.
Anyhow, to enter this contest, all you need to do is email us at contest@dicetower.com, and in the subject line, put pedal.
You're not going to do it. I was waiting for no.
It's okay. It's enough.
When you press your pedal, does it make that noise?
If it's the gas pedal and your engine's a little, yes.
He pushes both pedals.
You know, the other day,
I'm a 2-footed driver. I hate being behind
my iPad,
those.
iPad fell on the floor underneath my pedal.
I mean, if you have
a
a clutch,
very dangerous situation.
Why did you have your iPad in your lap?
It was, you know what? It's a long story.
What happened? The iPad fell by your feet?
Story.
Yes. The worst is if a ball falls down there, which has happened before in the past.
What do you do?
Oh, the ball.
Like a beach ball? Where are you?
I'm never riding with you, ever.
Oh, that's a good point. Were you playing Snap on the iPad while driving?
No, I don't use the iPad when driving
Would you
ever.
publicly admit if you were?
Well, no, I wouldn't actually. That's true.
You heard it here. He was playing Snap.
Anyway, enter that in the body. Make sure you leave your address just in case you win. So, let's get started. Z, what are we doing here?
All right, guys, so we are going to be racing. We're doing 2 laps around this track here. Whoever wins that second lap wins the whole thing, and you have to cross that checkered line to do so. So we're going to be going through various steps here for each round around the table.
My word.
Going from the front to the back of the current pack, wherever we are currently lined up, okay? If ever 2 people appear to be at the same spot, then the so-called racing line denotes who is ahead, i.e. who's going to go first. The racing line is the thickened line around the outside of the track, which sometimes will switch from, say, this side, boop, now it's over here. Okay? So if 2 people are here, this person's first, then this one's next. All right, Joe, you following?
I got it.
I've missed 2 things so far when I played it. First was I didn't know this was even on the top of the board.
Oh, my gosh.
Secondly, I thought it was always the inside of the track, so I'm glad you're telling me it's the bolded line.
Yeah, the bolded line is it. It switches sometimes. All right, so again, we're going to go through the steps here in 1 second. You've got a starting deck of cards which represent your speeds, various speeds, okay? So you've got numbers in here between 1 and 4. You also have 3 cards called stress cards that represent momentary lapses in focus as a driver.
You're going to be the blue player, Joey.
Oh, so you can do the green screen.
So that I can put stuff on the screen here.
Okay, that's
the
better.
blue player is probably the worst player to be showing up
gotcha.
on the green screen.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a blue screen right now, so that's the thing. All right, so the momentary lapses here called stress basically denote that you're going to lose your focus a little bit, and this is going to become a random number between 1 and 4. Okay. So you're not quite sure what it's going to be. All right, so that's the idea. Besides this starting deck, there's one module I went ahead and threw in, and that is that we're going to be drafting some cards into our deck to make our cards slightly different from one another. Normally, this is not something you do when you're first learning, but you know, you're a big boy. You can figure it out.
Perfect.
So, let me talk about, before we even draft or any of that jazz, let's go through what this looks like. All right? The very first thing you can do here, and we can all do this simultaneously, is we can shift our gear. You can shift 1 up or 1 down freely, and this is your various gears here. These only have 4 speeds. Or you can do 2 at a time, boom, boom. If you do that, you're stressing your engine, i.e. you're going to take some heat. Heat sitting right here is basically potential heat, sitting in the middle there. Every time you take heat, and you'll do so from a few different reasons, you take one from it and you put it in your discard pile, and this is sort of a little deck building game. It's, you know, it cycles. This deck of abilities is going to be discarded. You'll shuffle it up, you'll use it again, and so taking that heat and throw it into the discard means you'll be drawing a dead card eventually. All right? Okay. So if you do 2 shifts, you will take 1. Once that's done, you are going to play a number of cards equal to the shift you're in, the gear you're in, rather. So, if I just shift up from 1 to 2, I'll be playing 2 cards. I'll take 2 of these from my hand and put them face down in front of me. Once that's done, then we will, starting from the front of the pack, going to the back of the pack, the players will reveal the cards they played and then go through the rest of these steps. And once we're done, then we go back to step 3 here and go from the next player who hasn't gone yet. So, you're going to, step 3 is move forward the number you played. If it is a one of those stress cards, you're going to be flipping over to see what number that ends up being. So let's say I played a 4, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing blocks me, nothing gets in my way. Again, if both the spaces are empty when I get to where I'm going, I take the one closer to the racing line. I don't have a choice. I scoot to that side. Then I am going to, again, if I have one of these, I am also flipping over from the deck to see what this number is. And it will become anything, the first thing I flip, that has this symbol in the middle. So right now my speed is 4, 5, 6. And I can just discard that.
What
That's
a
6.
foolish flip.
All right. So I go 6. Then I'll do the rest of these steps. Number 4 here is a bit of a reminder step, really. And that simply says, if you are the last one to move, if you're the 4th one to activate this round, meaning you're at the back of the pack, you may take an extra step and you may have an extra cooldown if you want them. Then we go to step 5 where you actually trigger that stuff and any other special abilities you have. The extra step is an extra step, of course, cooldown, which you get from either being last, some cards will give it to you, or being in first or second gear here. Cooldown means you can take one of these in your hand, that's heat, put it back in reserve. And it reminds you of that right there. All right. The next step over here, step 6, is slipstreaming.
Okay.
If when you are done doing all these steps, you are behind someone else, you can choose to go ahead too. If you're, basically if I'm here, I can go boop, boop, 2 ahead. And again, it doesn't matter. No one's going to block you. No one stops you. This is all supposed to be happening simultaneously. Step 7 is only going to come into play if you crossed a corner. The corners are denoted by these symbols here. Okay? If you go past a corner and your speed, not counting slipstreaming, is that or less, you're good, you're done. You don't have to worry about it.
It does count the extra space you move if you're in last place?
Yeah, this counts. Slipstreaming doesn't.
Okay.
Okay? But this is optional. So is slipstreaming, but it won't count. So if you go past, say, that corner there, and your speed was 6 when you went past it, you're good, you're done, no biggie. You can just go to these last 2 steps, which is discard anything you want from your hand, draw back up to 7. Okay. If it was more than that, so you went past that corner at speed 9, the difference is 2. You really booked it through that corner, so you're going to take 2 of these cards from here and add them to your deck. You're really stressing your engine. If it's so much that there is not enough here, let's say you only have 2 of these left, and you went at speed 10 past that corner, because you're a madman, then 7 to 10 is 3. You can take 2 of these, and since you can't take it all, you're going to go back to before the corner, the first empty space before the corner. You are going to shift down to 1, and you're going to take, I think, maybe another one of these distracted cards. I'll double check on that. But basically, you fully geared down, go back to before the corner.
You also lost the game.
You probably lost.
You lost the game.
Don't do that.
10 around a corner.
Don't do that. All right? So that's basically the flow there. Yeah. Any questions so far?
Nope.
Yeah, so just as a heads up, we're not playing with all the modules. We're not playing with
No.
weather, and we're also playing with only the basic upgrade cards.
We are.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in that box that we're not even touching for this.
What gear do we start in?
You start in 1.
In 1? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
Ready to draft? I don't know why everyone's shuffling. You haven't got all your cards yet.
And I do what I want. Yeah, so we're going to see
7 cards.
7 of these. It's the number of players plus 3. So go ahead and flip 7 of those,
Right,
Tom.
so this one is a 2, and then
Speed 2, that means when you slipstream this turn, you can choose to have it be plus 2.
okay, this is 5.
That's 5, and that means you can take one of these cards normally undiscardable, which has the yellow stripes represent the stress cards. That symbol there with a trash can crossed out means you cannot discard this willingly.
But now you can.
With that, you can discard one.
Nice. Cooling system. This is another coolant.
Yeah, it's speed 3, and it gives you 1 cooldown.
Normally that's blue, folks.
Yeah.
Another body.
Okay.
Oh, I love this one.
Oh,
Brakes
those
is
are
a
fun.
2 or
Yeah,
a 4.
Yeah, whatever speed you want.
A lesser brakes. And then another heat. This gives you extra heat if you want it.
Oh.
Yeah, and it begins in your
Interesting.
deck.
Okay.
I think. But you can cool it down and put it back in.
So yellow is picking first because they're in last.
All right. That's me. I'm going to take... Ooh, I want that cooling system.
Ah, okay, fine. I'll take the 2-4 brakes.
you
weren't
suck.
getting it.
Oh my gosh, I hate you.
You can take the
That's me
1-3
next,
brakes.
right?
Yeah, you're
That's
next.
blue,
I'll take the
actually.
body.
No, it's...
Blue's next.
Oh, what?
Take the
Oh,
body.
because
She
I'm
can't
winning.
get it then.
Because
I
I'm
was
currently
with the
winning.
brakes, but I count with the body now. I'm going body.
There's 2 bodies.
Ah,
it
I'm
doesn't
gonna take the
matter.
other body.
I realized that.
All right,
Notice
so
we're
those
not
are
letting
gone.
Joey shuffle any cards in this game. That's a
Nope.
general rule of thumb we have. All right.
They're all saying we don't have to start in first gear. Do we know that? I mean, I understand that's how a manual
Oh,
transmission
yeah, I got to talk about
works,
boost also.
But, okay.
Yeah, but you can, obviously, on turn 1, you can move up right away. So, yes, you're not in first gear in the beginning.
But that
All
would
right.
mean first or second.
The cooling system
Or-
adds heat and cools down. Oh, no, you can boost and cool down. Ooh, this lets you get rid of 2 cards, that body.
All right.
4-wheel drive.
That's means you're
is that?
flipping over 3 cards.
That's
You don't know what you're getting, yeah.
That's crazy random.
And then that cooling system there takes a heat. You take one, and you can cool one down, but it has to be in your hand, obviously.
All right.
But it's a 6. That's insane.
Camille's first, right?
2-4
Yeah,
brakes.
from to the back now. Yeah.
2-4 brakes. Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Don't take what I want.
Yeah, I think that's what Kevin is saying. Is you starting first, but you can shift up. Is right. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're technically in turn 1. Okay.
Yeah, you can stay in first. You can go to second. You can go to third if you wanted to take the heat. Is it me? No, I'm last.
I want this 4-wheel drive.
What?
Really?
Yeah. Okay, that's huge though. Like on this big straightaway,
You never know.
Wow.
If it works, it works.
it's gonna be great.
I want that cooling system.
This boring
The
one?
big
Which
one.
one?
No, the big
Oh,
one.
That's
yeah.
6, that's a.
I'm going for
That's pretty neat.
a heated game.
All right.
All
And
right.
then one last time.
And this time you're first again.
Right.
What?
So we're drawing.
1-3 brakes.
Drafting 3 cards.
I don't love that.
4-wheel drive. Ooh, that's I like that one. Cooling system. That's pretty solid.
So that's a 4 plus a card draw. Is that what that is?
Yeah, the
Yes.
card draw is a
Four-wheel
card
drive.
flip. Okay, it's just you just flip one.
Heat and 4-wheel drive.
Ooh, what's that first one? A 1 or a 3?
Yeah.
What's the RPM again?
If you slipstream, it gets an extra
okay,
2.
got it. Yeah.
What did I take already? I got this guy. I want that first one.
All right.
What do
The
I got?
brakes.
I'll take another 4-wheel drive. Crazy random man.
Ay.
Give me RPM over there.
Can you
Okay.
show me the card in the corner? What is it? I can't quite see them. I will take the 3 cooling system. Oh, that 4-wheel drive though. I want 4-wheel drive.
That's pretty good because it has
know.
a 3 cooling.
I know. I'm gonna take so much heat. Actually, I'm not very good at taking heat.
I am by far, of the 4 of us, the worst driver.
Well, you have one card in
yep.
there that is fully random for 3 flips.
Yes!
Oh, I thought you were talking real life.
You know,
It's gonna be great.
oh, I just wish I could have got a 6 with that.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
There's actually in the advanced deck, I think it goes up to 8. There's some
Yeah,
really
it's
high cards
wild.
in there.
Some
Oh,
wild
that'd be
stuff.
crazy.
All right, so there is
That
one
could-
thing somebody pointed out that I forgot to mention here in step 5. There is one built-in thing you can do. You have the symbols that show up on cards. That's when they go off. And if you're last, like I said, if you moved last, you get those 2. Extra speed, extra cooldown. But there is one more thing you can do in there once per round, and that is you can boost. And the way boosting works is, it's very much like the stress cards where you flip till you get something.
Yep.
But you do so by taking 1 heat. So during step 5 here, you can always, once, take heat, flip cards till you get something, and you move that much also.
All right.
And yes, that one counts towards corners.
7?
7.
All right.
3, 6, 7.
Oh my gosh.
I've never.
Count it out loud.
I don't even. Okay.
1,
I'm all
2,
in.
3,
Aye.
4, 5,
I'm all in.
6, 7. I'll take
I'm all in.
3, please. I'm all in. Am I the small blind or the big blind?
What are we
Oh,
at?
it is the only words I know. Oh wait, there's call. I don't even know. I played poker online,
Fold.
like a teaching poker thing, and I still was like, I have no idea what I'm doing halftime. Like
you're
the
doing
check,
great.
the bid, all that stuff. It's just
Oh,
not
there's
very-
a lot of terms in there. Yeah.
Where am I?
I understand poker hands. That I got. Also, I realized that when you play poker, that whole royal flush stuff almost
Doesn't
never
happen.
happens.
And if it happens, there's some problems in that game. Walk away.
It's very rare, yeah. Incredibly
Like
rare.
usually it's like I got a pair. Like, oh, it's not as exciting as I thought. All right, we're ready.
Okay,
Our
yeah.
gears.
Yeah, so you do gears.
Is this simultaneous?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
I
going
went to
up to
second
3. I
gear.
don't care. Bring it.
Oh, I forgot I could boost like that.
There's also technically a way you can play in which you just select the cards you want, and then when you're up and you reveal the number of cards,
Then
that's when you
you're up.
adjust the gear and see if you need to take
I
heat.
wondered, like, for like competitive play.
Yeah,
people
it's kind of
might-
like a little more competitive that way. So
You don't know what somebody's
Yeah,
doing.
like,
do
oh,
that
you're
as
going
well.
a third? Okay, I can react to that. You know what I mean?
Okay, that makes sense.
It's not a big
All right.
input.
I'm ready. I forgot about that boost already.
That
God,
first
we
corner,
good.
7. What do I care?
Right. Blow your engine up. Here we go.
And I'm sorry, real quick. This number is the number of spaces until the turn, right?
Yes.
So like if I'm here, I have
Oh.
12 until the turn.
That's good.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
And this means
That's right. All right, so who's first there? Red, go ahead.
Me? All right, I am going 7, 8, 9.
All right.
Okay.
There's no choice, so
I know, but some people like to move their own cars.
Yes,
That's
she
why-
should be
I
on
mean,
that
I
side.
would, but
Oh, you're right. Slides
because you
over.
always go though. All right.
all right, so that's it. 9. You're not last.
No, I'm not.
You didn't have any special symbols. You
Correct.
could boost. That means you take a heat
I
and
know.
you flip a card. Now, if it's a 4 and there are
Then
4s in there,
I'm-
you blew past that corner
And I
at
go all the way
9,
back.
10, 11, 12, 13.
There's no
And
chance.
your
Yeah.
car explodes.
Oh yeah.
Okay? Your body?
Hold on, let me peek. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm.
Okay,
I'm
then-
sweating just thinking about pushing. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
The
There
heat
you go.
is on.
Then you go here, you can discard anything you want that is discardable,
Mm-hmm.
and then you draw back up to 7. And then it's Joey.
Ooh, is it
You would have been great. You would have been
Oh.
fine.
me? Here we go.
Oh, this is
You guys, all 3 of you went to 3rd gear, huh?
I'm surprised you didn't.
I
That's a
don't
7.
know. I'm a careful driver.
Right, so I go 5, and then I start flipping these now before I move?
Yes. Okay, you go 9. No, I'm sorry, you go 10. No, 9.
what? Math is hard.
It's 9.
You go 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh!
Oh wait, it doesn't go all the way back. It just goes behind the turn line. So I wouldn't have gone back to start. I should have pushed it. All right, now I got it.
That's my thinking. Like, that below the curve. What do I
I mean,
care?
like whatever. Yeah. Okay, I should have.
What's the? Let me.
Well, actually, you don't know how many of those pluses you want.
Yeah, you don't
By
want.
the way, how many
those.
laps does this race, Z?
2.
2,
All right.
not Z. Sorry, I should have answered that.
Don't ever answer for me.
Whose turn is it? Am I good?
It's you. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, hold on. The
No, you're not good. Hold on.
slipstream
Ooh,
applies
I
if
get
you end up
slipstream?
next to or behind somebody. So
Yeah.
Dirty.
1, 2.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming you didn't want to boost. All right.
All right. 7 plus a random.
Whoop.
Boo.
8. Yay! Proud of you.
I am boosting. I don't care. So I pay a heat to boost, right?
Yes.
And then draw. Oh no!
Keep flipping. That doesn't count.
It doesn't have
Oh,
that,
wait. Oh, it's only
doesn't have
green
that
when it
symbol.
counts. Never
One
mind.
more. Oh, but now you slipstream. That was
Yeah,
good.
you boosted right here, so now you can slipstream.
I can only switch stream once, right?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
You were asking about the corner checks, by the way. What happens if you blow it?
You
Move your card back to the first available space before the corner.
Right.
Take 1 extra stress into your hand. If you are in 1st or 2nd gear, take 2 extra stress if you were in 3rd or 4th gear. And then you shift down to 1 to 1st.
Oh man, well I would have
So-
gone into this straight away in first.
So if
though,
you were here
that
or
would've
here, you
sucked.
take 2 extra stress.
Okay, that's.
Oh,
you-
stress, not heat.
Yeah, no, heat is good. Stress is bad.
All right.
Heat gives you flexibility anyway.
All right, slow Z.
Here we go. I'm doing 4 plus a card flip. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Are you gonna boost?
Yeah, I'm going to boost, yeah. One more. Oh, I'm doing great. And that's it.
And they're off on a
And then-
Joey Guzman.
And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Joey is leading the pack. Former magician, but no one came to see his show, so he took up race car driving.
And my blinker's on, and I heard that.
Wait, I'm last. What do you mean? I want to be last.
Oh, he's first.
Also, I get +1 speed.
What? Oh.
Forgot about
so there's
that.
one more, which
And
is
then
now
I'll
do you
slipstream
boot?
and now
next to
slip
green
up,
there.
up.
no.
We definitely gave him time to think about that, didn't we? I feel like that was an after the fact.
No.
like-
Okay, here, pick a card, any card.
All right. One more again.
All right.
Okay, so we'll have to be 7 going around this.
No, you can do whatever you want.
You can do it, Tom.
You pay heat to downshift?
2? Yeah, same thing. It's right here. So basically, 1 up or 1 down, you're good. 2 up or 2 down, 1 heat.
I'm staying in 3rd.
I'm going to 4th.
I went to 4th.
Are you? Well, you sure downshift it fast there.
What if you're at 7?
7 is fine.
7 is fine.
All right. All right.
Okay.
All right, you're first.
Yep. 7.
The most boring of numbers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I love it.
That was a
Do
good.
you want to boost? Okay, now listen.
yes.
No, well, listen.
I mean,
It
you
still is
could.
possible. Let's say you boost and you drew a 1. You only have to pay 1 heat. You have the heat.
But then I go back.
No. As long as you can
Oh.
pay the heat. Like
Whatever
right now,
number
you're
you
at
draw.
7. If you boost, you pass 1 heat over, you flip a card. Let's say it's a 3. Let's say it's a 3. You went 10, then was your actual speed, right? So you move over another 3. Boom, boom, boom. And you would be here.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it.
All right, that's you're
Green?
good. You discarded and
I'm
drew
good.
back up, all
Yep.
that jazz. All right. Tom, what do you got? Oh my gosh, you're a terrible driver.
Oh.
Okay, so 5.
5. 6, 7. Oh. All right.
Yeah,
all
you're also
right.
discarding all your special cards. You know that.
Shut up, man.
Suck at this.
What are you driving sideways?
Okay, slipstreams there.
I am not boosting.
You're not boosting, right.
I do not follow my own policies.
All right, that's me. Here we
that I
go.
give to others.
How
So
do
I'm
got
also in
left?
3rd. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Temptuous.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slipstreaming. I'm good. Like that.
All right, I'm
And
playing.
then you're last. Don't forget about the
Yep.
the bonus and all that jazz.
And that the bonus does or does not count towards
does.
the turn. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, so I'm 4, 5, 6, 7. Which where does that put me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, there.
All right, I'll take the 1
you-
extra.
Well, you have to, right?
No, you don't have
you
to.
don't have
you don't
it's
have
optional.
Yeah. But
Okay,
then
you're
I
taking
went,
it.
So I went 8
You
past.
went 8, yeah.
So I put a stress for that extra 1,
Yeah.
and then I'll slipstream.
Okay, so if you slipstream 1, 2, you can't go there,
Yeah.
so you would end up there.
Wow, this race is close.
Yep.
Wow.
All right, and then drawing back up.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Man.
You guys are in trouble.
Oh, I hate everything about this.
All right, what do we got here?
This corner, you should definitely blow right past.
What number am I on?
You are on, what color are you? Green?
green, 14. 14. Okay.
All right.
I'm going
What
to
am I
fourth gear.
on? I'm on 15. Oh, I'm fine. I got this, y'all.
I'm not even worried.
I ain't worried.
Joey's worried.
Yeah, I am worried.
I'm not
I drive to work every day.
There we go.
like
All
this
right.
in a Formula One car.
He probably could in
When
this
you
neighborhood and
press
get away
the
with
pedal,
it.
how does it go?
Yeah, yeah. Do you press both at the same
Like
time?
this?
Gang, 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 gang.
Why is it starting in a heavy metal concert? I'm confused.
Gang, 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 gang. All right,
Which one was
who's
mine?
first? Green, you're first.
Okay.
All right,
Tom, you're in the lead.
I am. I'm going 14.
Okay,
Wow,
14.
nice.
Ooh.
You're there.
Ooh,
I am not
wee.
boosting.
Oh, I'd pay 1 heat.
Although it's tempting to do. No, there's no reason to spin out on purpose. That's craziness. Go
It
on.
wouldn't be on purpose. It was a risk.
There's,
No, that'd be really
if I-
that's not a good
even
idea.
if I got a 1, it's 15 minus 3.
And then you just end up right there
I
again
have faith in
Right.
you.
in first gear,
faith in you. You
which
can
is
do
good,
it.
but with 2 extra stress.
Which is bad.
Yeah. Is it me?
You're a
It's you.
chicken.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
So I have 7, 8, 9, and a card flip. 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh my gosh.
That puts me there.
Adrenaline gives you 1 free cooling.
And I'm groove. I'm good.
When you-
Adrenaline.
What's adrenaline?
Adrenaline is if you're in last place.
Oh, so I had a cooling last turn. Got it.
Yeah, but you didn't have a. I
Right,
assumed
yeah, yeah.
you didn't have it.
No, I
yeah, in
didn't
your
because it's
hand.
first round. But yeah, that's good to remember.
Yeah, it's right here. So this is what you get for being last.
Got it. All right. Not it. Still not.
3, 4, 5, and then I have to reshuffle.
All right, me now?
Yeah, blue.
All right, 9. I get to discard one, right?
Yeah, just here, not like out of the game.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Legacy?
Right.
All right. 8. 9.
If you slipstream, you get +2.
I know. I thought someone would be closer
Well,
than
you
that.
could
Boost and hope
boost
to
right
end
now.
up here or here.
All right,
Well,
you can do
it's
that.
only a 4 that'll do it. Yeah.
What's this? Maverick.
Keep flipping. That one doesn't count. 3.
Right. No, we got it, right?
3's fine.
1, 2, 3.
3.
Yeah.
Slipstream.
And then
1,
you can
2.
slipstream, yeah.
Oh my
Wait,
gosh.
now wait, does he have to use all 4?
Does that count towards my... Oh, no.
So what's your speed? Right now your speed was 8, 9,
8.
10, 11, 12. Okay, so the slipstream steps don't count. Your speed is 12. So if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, you went past it at 12. Is it optional? That's the question you're asking. I'm going to go ahead and say, no, you have to do it all.
Wait, I thought you
No,
only
I don't know.
slipstreamed once. Why would he go around both cars?
Because he has a +2
Oh, I didn't realize that one. Okay.
for
See,
slipstreaming.
that was a special card.
All right, I don't know if you can, if you have to, or if it's
compulsory.
optional. I'm going to go ahead and look that up.
Otherwise, I would not slipstream. Or
It's
I'd
on the back of the
just
box.
go right there.
It's on the back here.
It
If you
says
choose
optional.
to slipstream in step
See.
6,
Yeah, if you choose.
See, if you look at the back of the book, it shows mandatory
Okay.
symbols and optional symbols.
oh, there you go. Yeah. So no, you can still just end up
All
there.
right, let me do that.
So you can do
Here
the
we go.
1, but not the second.
Yeah.
All
right.
You can choose to not take that
Oh,
bonus.
that's not looking great for me. Okay. All right, I'm in 4th. I'm doing 9 with 2 card flips.
Yes, come on, 4 and 4.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Oh, really?
So you're there.
And I'm not going to slipstream. Cool.
Pretty good.
Nobody has a
Right.
clear lead in this thing.
I have a clear
Wow.
back of the pack. What's that?
It's because you started in first gear.
Yeah, that's everybody does that, Tom.
What?
Everybody starts in first gear. I just
Alright.
chose not to slam my engine against the
I'm paying a heat to go all the way down to
cow.
second gear.
Ooh.
Oh,
Alright,
brother.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There we go.
Hold up, I'm still shuffling.
Gosh, I'm doing great. I'm
Shoot.
doing great. This is where I lose you guys.
Oh, this is not fantastic. Okay.
This is where you lose right here.
Ooh.
Chuck says multiple rules questions within 30 minutes. Not looking great. I don't know what that means, Chuck. I've asked rules questions in every game I've ever played multiple times in the first 30 minutes. Why would you not ask questions? Do you want us to play incorrectly? Feel like that's an odd thing to say. The game's pretty simple. We're playing with a module.
Yeah, yeah.
That isn't normally played. That's
Right,
all.
I think all the rules questions have been about those special symbols.
Yeah.
So,
Or
And
this
German.
is
again,
your first time.
there hasn't
playing
been
it.
any
It's not-
rule. There hasn't been any rule that wasn't like readily like, oh, boom, right there.
We haven't had our nose
Pretty
in the
quick
book.
to find
Yeah,
out
I
the
agree.
answers, too, which
Yeah.
is nice.
All right,
All
who's
right.
first here? Green.
I'm ready.
Do it.
I'm going around the corner a little faster than I prefer. 4.
Oh, wait, I haven't gone yet. What are you guys doing?
Oh, well, we're
Jeez.
ready. Let's go.
I was distracted by
4.
rules.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, whoops.
So I went around a little too fast, so I lose it. Oh, wait.
Pay some heat.
Well, let me go through this in order. First, I can...
Boost.
You
I
can
can-
boost, yes.
Well, I don't want to boost, but I
Right.
can cool down.
Unless you have one. Do you have one?
No, in my hand. No, it's here.
Because of that,
Because I'm in
right.
second
Gotcha,
gear.
yeah,
Because I'm
yeah.
in second gear, I can cool down.
Yeah, you have one. Yes.
And then I spend 1 to not take the turn.
Correct.
And that's it.
Which is here. It's step 7 way over here.
That's why I did the cooldown first.
Right.
Because it might have, I might have needed it
Yeah, it's possible
sometimes.
it's empty and you put one back. Yeah. Okay, so you've got here then discard if you want, and then draw back up to 7.
I keep forgetting I can discard.
You can discard to
Unless
change your
it's
hand a little bit.
not those.
Not those, yeah, or heat.
I am. I can get rid of these.
Wah, wah, wah.
All right. Go
All
ahead.
right, and you're up.
5.
Oh.
8.
3,
Putting 2 heat in there, though.
4, 5.
Not
Wow.
boosting, clearly.
Are you slipstreaming?
So don't pay for that heat yet, okay? So
Would that add towards mine?
No, it does not.
you're here.
Oh, let me slipstream then.
You're not getting this.
No.
Any special bonuses or
Nope.
boost?
Nope.
Okay, slipstreaming. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like,
All right.
and then your speed was 5, so you take 2 heat, and it moves over. Now you
Ooh,
can
yep.
discard and draw back up. There you go. What do you
All
got?
right, I'm just going 3. Is
The
all.
most boring of moves.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it for me. Oh. I don't have much stress left over there, though. Yeah, I'm not. Or yeah, I'm not going to risk it. Nope. I'm going to play this corner safe.
All right. Then that's me. I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was last. I'm gonna go 5.
Are you cooling down because you were last?
I also get a cooldown, but I'm not holding any of those. So I'm doing the extra. That I'm not gonna boost. I went 5. I could slipstream. I went 5 past the corner, so I got to take 2 of these.
You have lots of heat there.
I'm good. And that's
Interesting.
that.
What happened to my clear lead?
4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm
Guys.
staying in. I'm staying in second. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Ooh-wee. This is not so fantastic. All right. Where am I? Okay.
Okay.
My driver's name is Ace. That's what they call him.
The Ace of Spades.
No, just Ace. Ace. And he just got engaged this morning, which means he's going to die in this race. It's the beginning of the movie.
It is.
His younger brother will come back to bring
And
honor
win
to
the
the
game.
name, except later on he'll find that Ace didn't die, but Ace is actually
What's happening?
came back
I don't know. I'm checked out.
as
That
the
conversation.
Black Masked Rider.
What?
I'd watch it. I'd watch anything, though.
It's actually Zorro
I have low
9.
standards. To be honest,
You really
completely
do.
honest here.
Joey will always text me and be like, watch this movie. I'm just kidding. Don't watch it.
It's a Velocipaster. Why wouldn't you watch it?
Velocipaster?
What?
Yes.
It's a Velociraptor
Oh my
pastor.
God.
Yes, right? Don't you want to see it now?
Think of yes. Think of the worst special effects you've ever seen
Right.
and go lower. I'm
Okay.
not
Wow.
kidding.
But is he a Velociraptor and a pastor?
Yes. A car blows up
What?
and they don't have the budget for it, so they show the words visual effect car on fire.
Are you serious?
No.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. Maybe I won't be
Okay.
watching Die Hard tonight. Maybe.
All right, here we go. Everybody pick some cards. Blue.
Here we go. We are going 10.
Hoo-hoo.
Okay, that puts you right there.
Right there.
2 discards.
Oh, man, that's pretty sweet. That card has been very good. You good?
I'm good.
All right, you're drawing back up and all of that. I'll go
Yep.
ahead and go. So this is 10 as well. Puts me at 1.
I assume not slipstreaming.
I'm not.
So
I have a cooldown from here and 1 mandatory heat from that one.
what if you can't pay that mandatory heat?
I've spin out, I guess.
Oh.
That's that. I'm not going to do any other craziness. Haven't crossed the corner. I can discard and draw. And
All right, so
4,
I'm up.
5,
I'm only
6,
playing 2 cards, guys,
7.
but
Hi.
look at this craziness!
Yes.
Oh
Walker!
my gosh.
Seriously?
Yes.
4.
What?
These they go here, right? Yes. 1.
Actually, yeah, I think they're like just, you know,
Yeah,
you'll
fine,
discard
I'll
at
I
the
mean,
end.
discard, yeah, whatever.
What all matters because I'm
you'll
about to shuffle
reshuffle it.
this. So I got 1. Okay.
Give me a 4.
What if I don't even have 4? Here,
You do.
You don't know.
Yes, I do.
I'm looking at them right now. You do.
Look at my shuffling. 4, 6, 8 plus 4 is 12.
Ooh.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, wow.
Are you kidding me? It was perfect.
And now you're gonna slipstream, right?
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
Wild card, baby.
Yikes. All right.
Jeez. Are
All
you
right.
kidding me?
Wow.
And since I was in second gear, and I don't have any. Never mind. I can't.
That
Okay.
sickens me.
I'm in third here. I'm going 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then I am going to boost.
Well, you get the free one to
Oh, I get the
forget
free
if you
one?
want.
Oh, and then I'll slipstream to there.
Right.
And then I'm not going to boost. No. Okay.
You also have a free cooldown for being last activation. So.
Okay. I don't think I have any in my hand. Yeah. I'm good.
All right.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 7.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm staying in second gear. I'm now in second. I'm catching up to Joey Evans, who
Shuffle
when
by
he was a
shuffle.
kid, Ace saw a magic trick where you sawed a woman in half, but there was a lot of screaming, and it's haunted him to this day.
Yes, it has.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, where is
It
all
was
my
his
heat
sister.
at? This is.
This is a messed up. This is the story of this racer.
Yeah,
Got it.
he's really in this
driver.
for revenge. He's trying to take him out.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Out of the,
Now, the
what
guy who
Ben
was-
Hurring this
The
way.
guy who was doing the sewing is in the race.
Question. If I have breaks and
Yeah.
I play them,
If
Yeah.
I had breaks.
hypothetically, if I had breaks,
It's actually a zombie movie.
and I also have I play a card like this.
Yeah.
When do I decide if I use
Velociracer.
it as a 2 to 4?
I'd
After
watch
I
it.
draw from here,
know you
or
would.
do I have to determine beforehand?
Oh,
What's the
that's
thing you told me not to
interesting.
watch
That's
the-
interesting.
Again, hypothetically. if
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
really
no, I
much
got
time.
you. I
Said
got
you saw it? Was that you?
No.
What did you tell me? You just sent me things that I watch it so you don't have to.
Do you know? If I played this and this, for example, when do I decide what value that is? After
would
I
assume
draw
after
this
you have all
card.
It
your
says these
cards.
cards have variable speed where you make a decision as you reveal the cards.
Oh, as you reveal the card.
Oh.
Oh.
Decisions then.
So you have started watching that?
The Santa Claus 3. That was the one.
Oh, that's what it is. Well, I've already seen it actually,
Oof.
Okay.
but I know I can skip that one. Is what I'm saying.
Interesting.
But I have to watch the second one because it shows him getting married.
Right.
Spoiler alert.
It's called Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus. See, I don't think it's much of a spoiler.
I don't know. All right. Did I pick? Yes, I did.
Blue.
I'm ready.
Blue. You, Tom, did you pick some cards?
I did.
Ooh, that's a bad idea. Or wild. All right. You're up.
You're first. You've been
You're
in the
the
lead
lead.
almost the whole
Oh,
race.
yeah,
the lead.
switched.
Okay, you're winning.
Yeah. I downshifted.
Winning.
I'm going 5.
Oh. Okay.
I'll pay my 2 heat. And I get to cool down, right?
You get one cooldown, yeah.
There we go.
Ooh, you're out of heat. I love that.
Cooldown should go here.
Ooh, even better. All right.
All right, I'm doing 2. I am not going to boost.
You're not gonna boost?
What? Why?
I'm going to cool down. I'm sorry, this is where cooldown goes. I'm going to cool down because I'm in first gear, and
Running away with it.
I'm good.
All right, that's me. That's me. I'm doing 6?
Ooh.
No, maybe 4.
Thought I was a 13. I was really excited
I know,
to see
right?
what happened.
3,
4?
4, yeah. That's, I'm not doing any of that. Am I doing a cooldown? No. Slipstreaming? No. I went at 4, so that's 1 too much. And that's it. Can I discard? I don't want to. Do I want to?
Hey, what is that one down there?
Oh, that really sucks. Okay, and then I'll draw. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. I'm going 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I could, so I went 1 over, I could slip. And that does.
So hold on, you're here. So
Okay.
you got an extra
get one
cooldown, and you got
extra-
1 extra step if you want it. You're at 4 right now.
4. I'll take the 1 extra step.
Fine, you're at
So
5.
we-
Your speed's 5. Now
2.
you do special abilities here,
Okay.
which is like the cooldown and stuff like that. You have 2 cooldown. You want to use them? Okay. Then you can slipstream. And then your speed corner gets checked. It was 5.
Yep. And I put the 2 in.
Okay.
Perfect.
Discard and draw back up.
Wait, that's wrong. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Am I in last?
You're dead last, okay?
Yeah, we're way back there. I didn't see you.
There's a 2-speed corner here. Watch out.
That's okay. If you know anything about
couldn't see
races,
me.
you know that halfway through, I'm not John Cena. What's wrong with you? You know that the good guy's always in last place.
That is true.
Other than the chump who gets taken out at the very beginning of the race just to show you that's a serious race.
Right.
They should make a movie about that guy.
Be a short movie.
Ooh, I'm staying in second gear.
I'm going to get hosed on this
You're going down to first gear?
I'm going to
The
first
lowest of
gear.
gears.
I know,
Yep,
and I don't
that's
have
sad.
heat to like jump back up, but I don't
You got to
like
cool
these
down your
cars.
engine. You're wrecking your car.
I know, but I've
Actually,
not.
let's-
I think all of these are going to be all heat cars.
That's what I'm
because I
saying.
can't, like, I didn't shuffle them very good.
This is. I'm riding the brake.
Because I know I have a bunch of heat cards and I've not drawn a single one yet.
You're first.
Yep.
What do you got?
I'm going
Oh,
3.
it sucks. 3.
Spend thine heat.
Yep, that's going to be.
That's all you got, basically.
Yep, so I went 1 too much. That's it.
That's it. Draw back up.
All right, Blue,
Discard
who
and
used to
draw
be in
another.
first?
Yeah.
3. I'm right.
Wait, you didn't even... Oh, you're going to slip see him
We
around?
don't have that for a while.
You could slipstream, yeah. And your speed was 3.
And then I don't have to discard 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm not happy with my choices in life.
There we go. All right.
6.
I'm not happy
That's
with my
me?
choices at all.
Went 3, 4, 5. That puts me there. And I'm good. I'm not
Gross.
slipstreaming. I'm not doing nothing else.
All right. Well, you know what I'm doing? Wild card!
5,
It worked last time.
7.
Oh, you're going
I
to.
keep forgetting I got to shuffle so Camille can't look at my...
Let me see what you got.
Her eyes are right there, fixed.
Right there. Nah.
All right. Come on. Come on.
Ooh.
6.
Nice.
Are you kidding?
Oh my gosh. What?
All right. So,
I
first
hate
of all...
you so much.
Wow.
Well, before I move, actually, I'm in last place.
Yeah, so you can take an extra one. Your speed would be 7. You also have a cooldown, an extra
My
cooldown.
speed's 7. I just come right back. So, no. I'm
Right.
happy where I'm
So you
at.
have 2 cooldown right now you can utilize. You have 1 from being in second gear.
I know. I wish I had some stuff to
And I have
cool down, but I'm too hot. All right.
You good?
I am. Still in last, though.
You are in last, yes.
I was in first. Did I? I didn't have a cooldown. I did have a cooldown, didn't I?
Yeah, you
I
had
was in
3
first,
cooldowns.
okay.
Go
So
Staying
ahead.
I
in
would've had
second. I'm a
one
little
more.
jealous of these people who are around the
sure that
corner
one.
now.
Yeah, that puts
You
us.
and me
It
are
puts
in
us at
pretty-
a
all
serious
additional.
disadvantage
We
right
really
now.
are.
I'm gonna make sure that all I want is to beat you physically.
I was gonna say it's something you send me that email every morning.
Dear Sir / Madam, I'm gonna beat you. Okay, I mean, this is trash. I hate it.
Are you in first gear?
Shut up.
That wasn't a put down, mostly.
Yeah, I'm in first gear. I'm not doing great. I have too many cards clogging up my hand right now.
Yeah.
Not the kind I
I
can cool down
Feel
either.
ya. Oh, I wonder what you mean.
These.
do you mean?
Put it up on. Camilla has a question.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're
do it.
good. Let's
All right,
go. Blue,
Joe, you're
do
back
it.
in the lead.
I am.
Dude,
Yep.
you're killing it, okay?
3.
You're killing it.
Oh.
Can I borrow that body card?
I know. That's a nice
Is
one.
that
right?
12?
Yeah.
That is 12.
And then you can discard one of these cards with
Nice.
Very good.
There we go.
Okay, move them over.
I'm in first.
All right, red.
First.
Me, I'm going to go 9 and discard one of these.
Oh. Who is that back there? Is it Camilla? Way back there.
All right. See?
That's me. I'm going 2. And that's it.
You know it's a race, right?
Ooh.
I'm going 3,
Dear Sir / Madam.
which cost me a heat. I could go 1 extra space. That would cost me 2 heat, but I don't see what the point of that is. So
This no heat thing is going to bite me later, I'm pretty sure.
I hope so. I hope you blow up. Once you go above 50, you
Yuck.
can't go below or your car explodes. That'd be good. Where's the module? Like, there should be a
speed 4 at the racetrack.
Yeah.
The guy has to get the pit crew's like trying to hit him while he's still going really fast.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, I am going all the way up to 4th gear.
Yep. I'm good.
Because I have the heat to spend, unlike you fools. This is it. This is my moment.
There we go.
This is the moment. My final hour.
All right.
All right, Joey.
Staying in 3rd. 10.
Oh, right to the line.
You're a beast,
I'm
okay?
going to go ahead and boost.
Jeez. Yeah, right.
I get to discard 2, but I'm just going to discard 1.
Not one of those.
What?
Not heat. It has to be stress.
Well, I'm not going to discard at all then.
Cheatery!
Yeah, how many times have you done that so far?
No,
None?
he hasn't done it. I think
right,
I've
Red,
been
can you
watching
catch him?
You've been watching very
I
close.
don't think so. Well, we'll
I
see
got
here.
to.
I'm going to go 4.
Yes.
Uh,
Camilla, that's the best way to play this game.
Let's see, it's worked for you so far.
oh.
Everyone should copy me in all games.
All
There'd
right,
be
let's see.
lot more losers in the world.
4, 8. Ooh, 12.
Pretty good.
That is not bad. You want to boost?
Do I want to boost? I don't.
You could get a 2.
Good.
I could, but that's also my last heat, and I might need to save it for that corner.
All right.
good?
I am doing 14
Oh, my.
plus a card.
What? No.
That's so nice.
Oh!
I'm dead last
No.
here. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm done.
The luck!
I'm done. Are you kidding? He's
No, you can do
He's got
it.
those stupid driving cars where he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
woo, hands off, ma. I mean, and you're nailing it. Oh, I hate you.
I think I'm driving. There's actually a guy behind me who's really driving. It's a remote control. It's a remote control car, actually.
Okay, so
8
10.
to 10? Okay.
The guy
So
from
down to
Ocean's
12.
11 is driving for me.
Yes.
You going to boost?
I got a free speed, so I'll take that. And I
Everyone
am,
is now in lap 2. This reminds me when I play
I am
Mario
going to
Kart.
boost.
And it's
Officially.
like next lap, and I can't see any of the cars.
Two
yet.
more?
I'm like, well,
There you
I'm
go.
still in it. I hope.
All right.
It stresses me out. I know. Rainbow Road.
That's it. And then I could discard and draw back up.
Found my heats.
I also have one free heat, which I can't
Is
use.
this a moment of race where Z decides to turn his car around and
I'm done.
Just sit there.
hit the
Let
other
us
cars
catch up.
coming?
I know, right?
Whoops. Whoops.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Not good here.
Come on.
All right.
All right, this is a decent speed. I'm going to go down to 3, I think.
All right, I'm doing this.
I'm not loving this.
Do I want to go down to 2? I think I'm going to go down to 2.
Yeah, we'll go down to 2.
I'm going to go down to 2. That cost me a heat to do, though. I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, I do. I do want to do that.
All right. I'm going to stay in.
I'm bringing it up,
One
guys.
heat.
I'm coming up. Don't you worry.
Ikes. I'm not loving it.
I'm the comeback
Okay.
king. That's right.
All right. There are 4 tracks, right? In the
There
base-
are
that
4
come in
tracks.
there?
This is double-sided, and there's another board.
The crowd is starting to come around to my side. They weren't rooting for me. They were originally rooting for him because he's controlled by Big Corp.
Right.
Oh.
In this world, it's
Okay,
some
gotcha.
sort of Coke ripoff.
All right, down 5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. That sucked.
Yeah, I found all my
that
heat
was-
cards.
Oh, you found them.
I did.
Good.
Well, you can cool
Lost
them down
and
right now.
found.
Cool one. There we go.
Your board is a
middle.
mess right here.
Yeah, you're
There you
stressing
go.
me
Clean
out
that
there.
up. You're
Will you
killing me.
take
Clean
care
that
of
up.
yourself?
Clean up your
Oh,
workspace.
I'm driving a car.
It is a mess.
I know, but there's like a soda can in there.
There's a ball.
You're having a hot dog.
I tell the chef to clean up their station.
Huh?
I was watching that TV series where the guy's a chef. And
The Great
All
British
one-
Bake Off?
no. Anyway, I'm playing 2 wild cards.
Wild thing.
Oh.
One.
It's got to not work one time.
I made it around the curve.
Oh, man.
Oh, no, I'm
Boost it.
boosting.
Oh, you need to
it.
boost that.
Yeah.
Keep
Okay.
going.
I wish we could use that.
Oh, I'm so glad we can't.
would be
My
so
deck will be
great.
horrific.
Oh, yeah.
I boosted. I just went around the whole track, and I'm going back to the first curve.
Blew up.
I've got so many heat.
All right.
All right, come on.
3. That's 5. I'm still good.
Oh, jeez. Lucky dog.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, this sucks. Okay. All right, I'm in.
Is it me yet?
No, I'm in third. I'm going 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, and that'll put me.
Okay,
I'm
good.
not gonna boost.
But you will slipstream,
But I
we're
will
assuming.
slipstream.
Of course.
Welcome
You're in
to
second place.
the new club. It's called In Front of Joey Club.
What's
I
it
get
like?
3
We're now
cards.
closed to the members.
It's very exclusive. Very exclusive.
All right, here I go. I'm in last place. I'm doing 9.
All right.
No one knows. No, it wasn't Ramsey. It was like a Hulu show. It was about a
Oh,
guy who bought
gross.
a dive that he worked in when he was a kid, or his father owned. But he's like a chef from New York, and he's trying to bring it. But he always said something like, "Chefs clean your kitchen," but he didn't call it that. I forget what it was.
I know I'm in last place, but I still get to go. Shut up. Right here.
Ooh.
Are you serious? Are you taking the
You
extra
gonna
spot?
Am I taking an extra
Ooh.
spot? No, I'm not going to do this, but I am going to do that. I have one cool down there and one cool down there. Oh, I only need one.
Why would you not take the extra
Power
spot?
move.
What extra spot? Because it takes me past
You're
it.
in last place. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can now pay it.
No, I can't. I would go at 10. I'm going 3, 6, 9.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you did the 1.
Oh yeah.
7.
Yeah. No.
I was at 9.
Got it. Okay.
So it brought me
Right
right
tail.
to it.
Yes, I got it. Okay, he said I
Yeah.
got it.
Let me explain it again. So 9 minus 9 is 0.
The Bear. Yes, that's the name of the show. The Bear.
The bear.
Wow, the bear.
I like that one.
You saw it?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Discarding 2 of
Such a
these.
jerk.
1,
Discard
2, 3, 4,
anything.
5, 6, 7. Okay, here we go. This time it's going to work.
I always forget that you can discard. That's true.
You got to do it.
I forgot.
I'm going to go to third gear only. What number are we on?
Okay. Oh, this is. See, you're gonna catch me here.
That's like the worst insult I've ever heard anyone give
I
themselves.
agree. I agree.
It's a lot of heat.
Here I go. I got this. I'm back in it. We good?
All right.
All right, Tom, you're in the lead. Okay,
That's
with
very
your
exciting.
stupid,
What are you
your
doing?
goofy driving is working
Do
out.
it.
12 plus
He's
a
doing it
random.
again.
Oh,
Yes.
my
He's doing
God.
it again.
Well,
He's a madman.
How many 4s are in your deck? There's only 2, right?
12. Keep going. Okay.
So that's 14.
14.
Oh my gosh.
Lucky dog.
Jeez.
Actually,
Wow.
Do it. Boost it.
Yeah.
Boost it.
You should definitely
I
boost
would.
it. Absolutely.
Boost it.
I would definitely boost it.
hang on.
You want to know what is in the deck?
I'm thinking it's almost likely a 2.
Well, if you do
So
it,
you
like-
don't want that
you'll
then.
find out.
If it's most likely a 2, you really don't want that.
I'm boosting.
Why? Seriously? That's so dumb.
I get to go. Because I won't. Because I have to go over the line anyway.
You'll go over the line and then you end up here
So you
with
get
one
2
extra
extra
spot.
stress.
Yeah, but stress has been working for me. This
Okay.
Those card rolls
No,
are
I'm
doing
not-
really
I'm not
well.
You
doing
also dropped to first gear, so technically, but
No, I'm good. I
Oh my
stayed in third
gosh.
anyway.
You're a chicken. I'm embarrassed of you. I'm embarrassed.
Because I listened to Z instead of
Yes,
you.
Absolutely.
listen to reason.
Yeah. No.
All right.
Have fun.
It's you next.
Okay, I'm in fourth, and I have nothing but low cards. So I'm going. Fantastic.
Oof.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total.
8.
With
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
cooldowns.
6, 7, 8.
And
You took your cooldowns. You want to boost?
Gosh, yeah, I'm gonna boost. I need something.
8. Go ahead.
9, 10, 11.
9, 10,
Ooh.
11. There you
All
go.
right. That's
Guys, my pass has caught up to me.
acceptable.
You guys found
That's
out
like
that
my whole
Ace is
card.
actually only 14 years old.
What?
It's a kid's movie.
Oh.
Like blank check.
Oh my word!
Wow, you reach back for that one.
Hey, when I was a kid, I thought that was the coolest
Blank
sounding
check was
idea
one of
for
my
a movie.
favorite movies for like a week.
Hi.
Like a week.
Then I grew up. What do you got?
All right, 7. I'm going to boost.
Okay.
Right, yeah, you're acting like that's a really bad idea.
No. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
I'm watching and shuffling every single time.
Oh, hey,
Here we go.
It says you're not allowed to look at your discard. That's
A
interesting.
lot of heat.
It's a weird rule.
I guess that would
There we
actually.
go.
So
I
you
can see
can't
why it
play that.
just-
Yeah.
it keeps the game from slowing down.
That makes
What do
sense.
you got then?
10?
You don't want
10?
a slow
Yep.
race.
Put you at 6.
Oh!
That was already with a boost, right?
Sucker!
So close.
Sucker!
Okay, that's me. You're good there, Joey?
Yep, I'm good.
All right, what am I doing? I am going 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could take the extra space, which I will, so that's 8. I can have a cooldown. Did that. No slipstream. I went at 8, which is 1 too many. I'm going to keep...
No, if you boost. Oh, you're just discarding.
I'm just discarding 4, I don't know, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is it. I mean, once we get over there, this is the final lap. I'm gonna come in second place. I'm warning you all right now.
Right now?
It'll be a tremendous comeback. I can't quite pull it off, but I got to save something for the sequel. You know,
Yeah,
if Rocky wins every
We're gonna
time.
be played by a different
Yeah.
actor
Yeah, that's probably true.
because you're.
I'll demand too much money, and they're like, "You're not worth it." Okay.
And then you'll be like, no, it's the new. This is the FCU, the Formula One cinematic universe.
Oh.
That sounded a whole lot worse as I said that out loud.
Well, the C was
Couldn't
in there.
grab
so
it
that's-
back.
I had to pull that back real quick.
Yeah, no, it's fine. The word cinematic was in it. Don't worry about it. It saved you.
I'm in second gear.
All right, I went to third.
I'm in second.
I don't know what I'm doing yet.
Bum, bum, bum.
5,
Going
6,
crazy.
7.
This is gonna be a huge fall from grace here. I'm like, this is a lot of heat.
Oh, and you have none left. You have to take that corner carefully.
I know.
Oh, do you want me to tell you again?
Yes, I do. Stay really close. This is bad. Beginning, I was wondering, why would you just want a whole handful of heat? I now know.
Sound
I think we're all in that situation. I really wish I'd taken one of those cooling cards.
Yeah.
In the setup.
Okay,
should
I'm the
have.
opposite. I took the cooling card. I've used it once. Like I'm not drawing enough
Oh,
heat.
you don't have a lot of.
Bragging much?
Yeah, I'm just like not getting the heat that
That's
I need.
true. I was like, I just don't need it.
I don't know. It has. I
just
haven't
almost
needed
drives
it.
itself.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's so weird.
All right. I'm staying in second.
Yeah, I'm going to second.
Are you staying in third? Around this curve?
I went down to third.
Ooh.
Wow.
I know the power.
All
I'm
right.
a really good driver,
we're good.
Tom.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm in this gear, so I can get rid of a heat, and then I will spend that heat because it took me around the curve.
Okay.
Done, and that's all I can do.
You can discard and draw. Don't forget. You
No,
couldn't.
I
Okay.
said that's all I can do, sir. Good afternoon.
Well, I never.
All right, I'm gonna go 2, 4, 5,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
which will be 2 heat.
Right.
That's it.
Boost.
Nope.
Now who's a chicken?
Who's smart?
6. Right up to the line.
Oh, I see how that works. If I do it, it's I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
going
right,
one
yeah.
heat. Smart.
That's right. It's different.
Camille brings back all my childhood bullying.
Good?
Wear
Thanks
that
for that
badge
nostalgic
with
Okay, I'm
feeling.
doing this. I'm in
You're welcome,
last
yeah.
place, so it's 10,
All those
11,
feelings.
12 if I want to. So I'll go ahead and go
Ooh.
12. Puts me there. I have 1. This means I have to take 1. Bloop. There. And I have a cooldown. 2 cooldowns because there's 1 there and I was last. So I'll go ahead and take those 2 cooldowns now. I will not slipstream. Did not blow the corner. Done. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done.
Oh, I don't like this at all. My lead is diminishing. Look, Z is caught up to me.
Yeah, I'm all over this race.
I'm staying in second. Are you staying in third, Z? Go around that corner.
I'm gonna go to 4th.
I'll give you a real U.S. cold cash dollar. That was a lot of
English-
words.
English
Just to
is-
say
That was a
dollar.
lot. You worked hard for that one, yeah.
English is very
All right.
difficult.
I'm gonna go.
There is an Airbud cinematic universe, says Jess Frogger. That is true.
Technically, yeah. Airbuds in it.
He plays every sport.
Snow dogs. That's part of
I'm
it.
curious
The
how many
snow
different
shoe.
dogs have played Airbud.
Oh, a bunch, I'm sure.
How many different dogs have played Beethoven?
It was
Oh,
Kevin
that's a good
Costner
one.
ones even. Kevin Costner played Airbud. He's a good actor.
All
He almost
right.
got an Oscar for that performance.
Yeah, he was good.
We good?
All right,
Airbud.
let's go. Tom, you're still in
All
the
right,
lead somehow.
second gear.
Blow up already.
Come on. Oh, 5.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4,
My luck
5.
has failed.
Boost it.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. You should
Boost
definitely
it!
right
No,
now.
but I am cooling down.
All right. You just made yourself catch-upable.
I did, for sure. Good,
Okay?
next.
You're
All right.
catch-upable.
I'm gonna go 5, 9, 10, 11, 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Good grief.
Killer move. Killer move. Tom, you just lost.
That's bad.
No, I've got like all that crap though.
You just lost the moon.
And here's all the heat.
Apollo 13.
Loopy says there was 6 different dogs played Airbud.
Really?
What?
Of course,
Wow.
Loopy could have just made that up.
Was
too.
Loopy there?
We wouldn't know.
It is a wolf face,
Is-
so maybe they know.
I didn't see that version of Airbud, though. That would be great.
Yeah.
The wolf
Airbud
version?
werewolf.
I would watch it.
Three.
All right, 5.
1, 2,
I get to cool
3,
down
4,
1.
5.
I cool down before I have to pay my heat, right?
Yeah, so cool down.
I'm really irritated about
Right here.
Camilla passing me on this.
Are you?
All right,
Yeah.
and then I pay my heat.
Well, I'm also up here and I've
'Cause I
got,
passed
I'm
the
like
corner.
at
Yeah,
this
you need
corner,
2
like,
heat.
and I'm in
Boom,
4th
boom.
gear.
Oh, and you have no
There you
heat.
go. You're good?
And I have no
Yep.
heat.
Yes.
Not
Okay,
boost
never
time.
mind.
Okay, then it's
I take
me.
back my negative thoughts.
I'm gonna do
about
that.
it.
I'm last place, so it's 4.
No, that's not
1,
true.
2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could take the extra, which is 5. My speed is 5 right now. I have
messing up
1
here.
cooldown. Boom.
No good.
I have another cooldown, which I can't use. I could slipstream. Boop, bloop. And then I went past it at 5. That's 2. 1, 2. Ha ha! I'm back in it.
I'm staying in second gear.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
When do you use, if you have cooldown on your card, which one is that?
There.
Got it. And you
Hey.
don't pay your heat till here.
Correct.
Fascinating.
Fascinating.
You're still in
indeed.
4th gear.
Yes.
Stay in 4th gear.
I probably could.
I'm no longer in last place. Don't forget now, when you activate this round, you can take the extra step, 1 extra speed, and you have 1 extra cooldown if you want. So
If there's
being
anything I
last
know about the
place-
race, you're in last place. But this is the moment where you're going to pull off the big cheat.
Right.
This is
That's where
it.
the bad guy does something really dreadful, and someone's going to die.
Right. Okay.
But it won't be me.
Okay.
And someone's going to shout,
Boom.
"No!"
Slow motion?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, this could be really bad. Tom, I need your luck on this turn.
Nah, I don't want to lose it.
Is there a module that gives you like Mario Kart powers? Like
That'd be awesome.
spikes and
I don't think that's
bananas?
coming, actually.
No? Just curious.
That would be good.
That
but
would be, right? Like, is there a banana
guess so.
peel module?
Heat.
peel.
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum. Come on, last place, man.
All right.
Okay, do
You're
it.
first, Camilla.
I'm first. I'm going 3.
You died. That's it. Ooh.
Oh, shoot, that sucks.
Oh, my.
like the worst card. Because I'm now discarding 3.
Okay, so
No,
we
it's
got to
not-
go
no, it's
through
not bad
these.
at all. You're good.
So here we go.
Why?
You're going. So move ahead. 7.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, fine. So you did this. You did the cooldown. Yeah.
Yep, I got 3 of them.
Slipstream, no.
No.
Corner check.
Oh, you only have 3.
So I only have 3. I'm 1
Oh.
short.
Okay, so they all
So
move
they
over,
all 3 go in. That
and
is
then you check that right there.
terrible.
So you're. It's right here. It shows you right here what happens. So you go
Okay.
right behind the corner.
I'll move the card.
I don't understand the symbology. You're
Okay,
gonna have
right
to,
there. Then what gear are you in? You were in
Third.
third gear. So you take
Take
2
2
of
of
these
these.
into your hand.
Oh, that's like. I thought I had it there. With
And I
that
think it's in your
discarding
hand,
3.
actually.
That sucks.
and then you go down to first.
in your
gear.
hand.
In my hand?
I believe
Yeah.
that's
What goes
correct.
into my hand? These 2 go in my hand?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Pretty sure. Let me double check.
Oh,
All right,
that's
meanwhile,
like
Camilla's doing that. I'm
the
going to go.
card that I didn't want.
I got breaks. That could be a 2 or a 4, but I'm going to do 4 with a random
in your
card,
hand.
Oh my god.
which is a 2, 6. So
That's
1,
gross.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You were supposed to be you were the promised one. You were
That
supposed to
was.
beat Tom at
It
his own
would have
game.
been,
You
but
suck
man,
at
that
his
is
game.
like the one of 2 cards in the entire deck I didn't want to draw.
How come he gets perfect draws, perfect random
I know,
draws?
right? He does.
Which?
Something is amiss.
No, I didn't get perfect random draw
Burn
this time.
him.
I needed one more here.
If he floats, then he is not. But it's Nirvana.
What just happened?
It's Nirvana.
It's
I
Nirvana.
just sang Nirvana. A witch like we thought.
All right. Come on. Third place. Go.
Is it me?
Yeah.
I'm
It's
about
you.
to light you up. 7, 8, 9. Gang, 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 gang.
Oh my
right
gosh.
there.
You gonna slipstream?
Oh,
He said yes.
No! Nothing. Yeah, I'm done, okay? Do I have a cooldown of any kind? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All
Okay.
that heat coming up too. I don't know how to recover. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
By the way, it doesn't matter in this track, but if you cross the finish line and there would be a curve, you don't have to worry about that curve.
Nice.
But you don't have to. If you get
Yeah,
that far,
if you get that far, you won.
and you go over the curve,
Then
we
we'll
applaud
let
you.
it pass. Yeah, we'll allow it.
You really win. All right,
Oh
9.
my gosh.
9
Yeah, discard.
puts you there. 9.
I told you this is
Two
what an
brings you to the
evil guy.
beginning.
Ooh, what's that?
You can
2 brings you
slipstream,
to the
yeah.
beginning without going over. It's perfect.
Let's do that. Yeah. I will not boost.
You're second place.
I am salty.
Not boost.
Okay.
Well, I get a cooldown in a second.
Interesting. You also had a cooldown because you were in last place.
I did. I don't know. They're all
right.
in here.
They're coming.
I know.
I'm
like,
staying
this
in
is gonna be
second. You're down to first. Oh, you have to be in first. No, you can go up,
Thank
I
you,
guess.
Tom. Appreciate it.
You got the
Yeah,
second.
you can move now. You could change
Yes.
it, but
I could. But I happened to find all my big cards. Conveniently.
bad. Are they? You
I
finally
found
found
them all. Found them.
Oh,
On
you
the
can't
3 and the
fly.
2 corner.
Discard them. They'll come
Yeah.
in again.
all right. Are we good?
I'm ready.
Do it.
Yep. I'm going 3.
Hey, Jay didn't pick a step yet.
Oh, I thought you did,
I'm
man.
easy.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's all I'm doing.
Good
Boring.
Nothing
job.
else. I'm going to discard.
Mm-hmm.
Z, 5? Oh, that'd be awesome.
4.
Jeez.
Yep, thank you. I warned you, suckers. I'm unstoppable.
3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna boost.
Wait, I get a cooldown of any kind. Yes, I get one.
Oh my gosh.
Don't forget cooldowns if you're in first gear or second gear, people.
Yep.
No cooldowns.
And I gotta pay all my heat. But I
Every
don't
time
care.
I'm in first or second gear, I don't have any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Discard.
You have got to be kidding me.
You're doing great.
I am highly uncomfortable with everything about this.
By the way, if you've not played this before, you can also play this with AI racers, and they're really easy to run. They're the easiest AI I've ever run in any racing game.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you could play with. You could always play with all 6 racers. I guess you could even make up 2 more racers. The box has room for 8 racers, which conveniently aren't all in there.
Yeah.
It's weird. They didn't even mention that they're not there.
I know.
There's spaces for them, though. That will be in the first expansion pack that has 2 more tracks and the extra racers.
Absolutely.
Which
That
will
would
be
awesome.
orange and... Or was orange already in this one?
No. Orange and purple.
Yeah.
Right? And it'll be called the Orange Purple Expansion.
Oh, my luck! She has run out! Oh, no!
Good. Time to die.
I am I'm like super nervous right now. I am.
I already warned you guys I'm going to take it, so don't even worry about
You
it.
said
This is
second.
mine.
You said second.
I'm going to be first.
You.
Okay? The
no.
game has
Your,
changed.
your crystal ball.
Okay? That's what
Oh my
Wow.
gosh! Let's. No! I'm right there with you. I'm like,
It's a lot of heat.
my hand is nothing but.
All right, I'm staying in... when I say I'm staying, and what I mean is I'm going down to first gear.
Wow.
All right, that's you, Tom.
Is everyone good?
Yes.
All right. I'm going 3, but I'm in first gear, so I can do this.
You can get rid of... If you're in first gear, they have 3 cooldowns. And I don't know why you put it there.
Oh, there's 3 cooldowns.
Yeah.
Oh,
One.
well. No, because I put it there because I had to. I did the
Oh,
3
you
cooldowns.
put it in the
went around the
corner. Got it,
yeah,
got it,
Right,
got
right.
it.
Yeah.
And you cool down 3, right?
Oh, I forgot that was 3 in first gear.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I'm feeling better.
Okay.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
There you go. That's me. I'm going 4.
So 1 over it.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm here. I have 1 cooldown, which I will take. I will slipstream, boom, boom, because it doesn't add to my speed. I went 1. No, I went too
Went
fast.
too
So
fast, yeah.
boom.
Too
Boom.
fast.
Too fast.
Will the Mario Kart downforce size minis fit on this board? I don't know. It's close.
Yeah,
They
we
might.
4, 5,
All right.
6.
All right,
and I
going
need
4.
one more.
Actually, the
Get the
better
cooldown
ones for this
one.
board would be they make cars from the movie Cars. That would be fun to race on this.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Interesting. All right. I don't know what I'm doing
I
yet,
guess slipstream,
though.
right? But that would count towards mine.
That would, yeah. It would
Nope.
put you over, so you'd have to then.
It
I
doesn't
did not have
count. It
enough
doesn't
heat.
count towards it, but you did cross a corner.
So you have to go with the heat. Okay, so I'm going 3. Oh, yes. 4. 2, 3, 4. So I slipstream. I'd have to do 2 heat, and I can't. I'm only in first gear, so I'm only discarding 1 heat. So I don't. I'd be a heat short and spin out. That sucks. Okay.
Are you kidding me? Z's gonna win this stupid thing.
He is going to
This
win
is
this.
gonna be right. Yeah.
I told you guys, I know what I'm
You did
doing,
not.
okay?
He did call it at the very beginning of the race.
I'm
I'm going to
stuck
third
behind that
gear.
I might not win,
Stupid
actually. I'm
corner
thinking it's either
again.
you, Tom, or me, but I feel like these two stuck behind the corner.
Corner
They're
is kinda
done.
like out.
You guys are
Yeah.
done, but I think
Yeah.
it might be Tom. I said I was going to be second.
Wait, what do we have? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Wow.
I don't know, Z.
This
You're pretty close.
sucks so bad.
6.
It depends what you draw, right?
Me burning out right, or slipping out, or spinning out
7.
right there.
Well, here's
really,
the thing,
like, just
Tom. I
killed
don't have
my
any heat
hand.
right now to go to 4th gear. So the best I can do is 3rd gear.
That's all I can get to also.
Okay.
Because I was in first. I paid a heat to go up to third. You can't
Okay.
pay 2 heat to go to fourth. I don't
No,
think.
right.
I would have.
I'm gonna go to first. I am. Oh, ay.
Correct.
Ace's girlfriend is weeping tears now, hoping.
All right, so we're good?
Yep.
Close up.
All right, I'm doing that.
Ooh.
Okay. So I'm going 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh.
I'm gonna can't boost. I have 1 cooldown right there. Go ahead and use that.
Can you use that cooldown to boost? They're in order.
Oh my gosh.
That's
can
true. I
he?
suppose I can do it
Yeah.
all here, right?
Yeah, boost it, baby.
I'm boosting it.
Oh man.
4 more, please. Put it on that side.
You're really bothered by that, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, it
I
really
explained the
bothers
rule
you.
very clearly, and Tom is like, "Oh, thanks for teaching it," and he hasn't done it right once.
You know
I'm
what?
done.
Shut up.
And that's it.
I'm going 7 plus a random. Oh, there it is. Oh, 11.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Of course, I'm spending the heat. Come on now. Come on. Come on.
Keep going.
Come on.
Keep going. Can't slipstream, I think.
Oh, you can't slipstream on the end?
On the end, no.
Ah.
You're second.
Oh, that sucks.
This was the beginning of my spiral into alcoholism.
Yeah. I saw that movie.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Well, this is Rocky 1,
Discard
basically.
one.
I almost won.
Yes.
No, I'm not
And then in Rocky
Okay,
2,
all right.
you have to fight a Russian or something.
That's 4. Come on, learn your Rockies.
Rocky 3, you're a part of the A-team.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
All right, I.
Notice no one even ignoring your turn. This
Queen
race is
five.
over.
No, no,
No,
it's
that
like,
one doesn't count.
Oh, that one doesn't because it's not
this
that
is
one.
where
That's
the real
right.
race is happening.
2.
Ah, so close.
1, 2.
You're great.
I'm fine. I did it.
You did good.
And then I have heat to discard, but
moral
it doesn't
victory.
matter. I made it through the corner. I feel good about that.
Congratulations.
Oh man.
I'm the villain of the
Nice.
film.
It does sound like you are at
Okay.
this point.
I'm
Wow.
the villain.
All right, Mr. Creed. I'll get you next time.
That's right. Wait for my spin-off. And maybe my spin-outs.
Oh, I like it.
All right, folks. Well, we'll be back in just a bit with some. Well, don't forget, if you're just turning in now, we have a contest for this game. You can win a copy at the very beginning of this, which you can watch anytime you want because it's not leaving the internet. But we're going to be back in just a bit with Avatar,
threat.
Fire Nation. It's Avatar Uprising Fire Nation.
Yeah.
Avatar.
Last Airbender, Fire Nation Rising.
That's right. Avatar Last Airbender.
Fire Nation
But
Rising.
before we do that,
Not uprising, just rising.
we got a couple top 10s for you. So we'll be right back. Until then, I'm Tom Vasel.
I'm Miller Clyghorn.
I'm Z Garcia.
I'm Joey Evans.
See you soon.
I'm the winner.
Hey there, everybody. It's Mike DiLisio, and today I'm going to be talking about my top 10 solo games of 2022. I've been a solo gamer for many, many years, in addition to multiplayer games as well, but I've always had a strong affinity for solo gaming, and so 2022 was a great year for solo gamers out there, both new and old alike. So let's get right into it. Let's get into my favorite 10 solo games of 2022. Starting off at number 10 is Siege of Valeria. Siege of Valeria is one in a line of games called the Valeria games, and really they don't have much of anything in common with each other other than the world that they are set in and art. Siege of Valeria is a tower defense style game where you are going to be rolling dice to defeat enemies that are coming closer to you on a kind of a wall that you have in front of you. And those cards that you defeat are then powers that can help you defeat other enemies and reach your ultimate goal of defeating siege engines that are coming ever closer to you. It's a really, really solid tower defense style game with wonderful art. It plays very, very smoothly. It has a campaign element that you can implement into it, but just the game itself, rock solid. I really, really enjoy Siege of Valeria. Number 9 is Viticulture World. So this is an interesting game in that it is a re-implementation of an existing game called Viticulture. It's been out many years. It's a game about making wine. You actually could play Viticulture solo for many, many years. They'd had a solo variant for it. But what Viticulture World does is it basically turns viticulture, keeping the same kind of core mechanisms in many cases, and turns it into a cooperative game. And as such, it can be played solo as well. So, do I prefer Viticulture World as a solo game to Viticulture Solo? The answer is yes. I think that this is a really, really fantastic reimagining of a game that I already consider to be a classic. So Viticulture World is a really, really fantastic, fantastic design. There are different continents you can play through that have kind of different puzzles you need to solve, change up the mechanics of the game. Just a wonderful game. My number 8 is Keystone North America. This is a beautiful looking game about the animal life in North America. And what you are doing essentially is you are laying out cards in a grid. You have a player board in front of you, and you're trying to score rows of animals and columns of animals that are in particular habitats. And so you're trying to, it's essentially a very puzzly type of game. The core game itself is quite good, but what really takes this game to the next level as a solo game is that it has an entire solo campaign where you can go step by step and it changes up, and every game presents you new challenges, new puzzles. And so it really is a perfect example of a game that in and of itself is a good solo game. But they really, really went the next step, took more effort to try to take this game to the solo players and say, hey, you've got the base game, it's a good game, you can get plenty of plays out of it, but here's this whole campaign that's going to even change the experience for you, the replay value through the roof, a really solid package. That is Keystone North America. My number 7 is Twilight Inscription. When I first heard about Twilight Inscription, I thought it might have been a joke. A roll and write version of Twilight Imperium. It sounds like someone's trolling you, quite honestly. Twilight Imperium is this huge, epic space opera, 6 to 8 hour game. I think I've only played it once, Twilight Imperium. Twilight Inscription is supposed to take that and turn it into a roll and write game. Well, it's more a heavy roll and write with a space opera theme than it is a roll and write version of Twilight Imperium. But as a heavy roll and write, it is rock solid. It is, you have 4 player boards, and those player boards will interact with each other, and you're rolling dice, you're creating combos. This game, I went into it very, very skeptical. I thought, it's going to be a novelty. I thought it's going to be kind of almost a joke. It's not. It is a really, really fantastic roll and write game for, multiplayer. It's very good, but I especially like it as a solo game. I think that it is one of my favorite solo roll and writes now. And I was just so surprised by this one. It came out of left field for me. That is Twilight Inscription. My number 6 is Vengeance Roll and Fight. This is another kind of re-implementation of an earlier game that I like very much called Vengeance, which is themed around kind of like a revenge movie type of a thing. This keeps the same theme, the same feel of someone who has been wronged and you're trying to exact your revenge, and it turns it into another roll and write type of a game. This one really surprised me in the sense that it implements a particular mechanism that I don't tend to like, which is real time. In the solo game of Vengeance Roll and Fight, you have a limited amount of time to roll dice that's going to be creating combos that you can use to get kind of abilities. You're going to be using these abilities to try to go through a boss den and defeat all the enemies and eventually, hopefully, defeat the boss and then be able to escape the way you came in without being completely knocked out. It really works. I didn't know what to think because it's one of my favorite games, Vengeance, and now you're turning it into a roll and write with real-time aspect. It really had a lot to overcome, and it did. Really, really good game. Vengeance Roll and Fight. My number 5 is a huge, massive production. This is Burn Cycle, coming from Chip Theory Games. Burn Cycle is a stealth puzzle game, and you can play this as a cooperative game multiplayer, but I especially like this one solo. It is very much a puzzle. You have particular objectives that you're trying to reach. There are a lot of different types of objectives. There are particular kind of bosses that you have to go up against, depending upon which boss you have and which scenario, which corporation you're going against. It's going to kind of change things up. Beautiful components, very over-the-top production, but the core of the game is a rock-solid stealth puzzle game that I think works particularly well in solo gaming, and you've got this incredibly grandiose production that kind of brings it all home. Burn Cycle is a very, very impressive achievement all the way around. My number 4 is Mythic Mischief. Mythic Mischief is almost an abstract game at its heart. It's very thematic in its art, and it has a theme there for sure, but it feels like a very tactical game where the idea of it, the conceit of it, is that you are a mythical faction in a magical school. Sounds somewhat familiar? And you have another faction that is running around this magical library, and you're trying to stop them, the other AI faction, from stealing these magical books. And you're trying to do this by putting them in the path of this Tome Keeper, which is a automated figure that moves around the board. You have some special abilities that allow you to move differently and to move walls around because it's kind of a labyrinth that you set up in this kind of room. A really, really thinky puzzle game that works particularly well in solo. The AI implementation works very well. Mythic Mischief is a game that really surprised me at how much I liked it. A very, very solid game, both multiplayer, but I really, really love it solo. My number 3 is Lands of Galzer. This is a open world, very, very wide open, narrative-driven game where there's really no distinct beginning, middle, and end. You basically, every turn, you're going to take a movement action and you're going to fulfill a quest. That quest might be related to the particular type of terrain that you happen to be on when you end your movement. It might be something that is triggered in a particular town you're in. It might be something that's triggered by a companion that you have with you. But what is so impressive to me about this game is just the sheer breadth of it. This beautiful world is created, and I just feel like I can do anything I want. It's driven by a dice check system, but the mechanics in this game are second, and I need to put that up front. This is really most about the story, and that's very hard to pull off, I think. And I think they do a fantastic job here. The quality of the writing is fantastic. The world building is fantastic. And the dice rolling works well too. But it's mostly about the story. It's about the adventure. It's about this idea of exploring. And there are different characters, so you can play through this game. There's a huge amount of cards. As the fact that there's no real, again, distinct beginning, middle, or end. There's just this open world quality. You can go and explore with one particular character until you feel like you've explored as much as you want. You could restart the whole game with a different character, go in different directions, go on different quests. Just a really, really fantastic game, a game that I feel like I'm going to keep coming back to. That is Lands of Galzer. Number 2 is Resist. Resist is a relatively small box card game with a historical theme about resistance fighters. And this is just a game that really knocked me out from the first play. This is another game, like others I've mentioned, that the core mechanics of the game are so good that it probably would have been on this list anyway. But what brings it so far up this list to my number 2 of the year is the fact that it has a really, really well implemented, well thought out campaign system that you can play through as well. That kind of not only changes up some of the mechanisms of the game, but will kind of lead you through a bit of a narrative arc as well. And it's just a really compelling story that is telling of resistance fighters that are trying to, they're trying to survive, quite honestly. One of the things that this game does really well is that even when you quote unquote win, oftentimes winning just means barely eking it out, surviving. And it kind of, it reinforces this idea of you're really just trying to make it. And sometimes just making it through another day is winning. Kind of a little bit of a heavy theme, not a little bit, it's a heavy theme, but it's implemented very well. The card mechanisms are fantastic. This idea of you can play a card and have it, and you can be a hidden, you're kind of doing things and your power's a little bit less, or you can be exposed and you're going to have a more powerful action, but you're not going to have necessarily access to that character throughout most of the game. Really, really good. That is Resist. And my number 1 solo game of 2022 is Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. This is, wow, I absolutely love this game. And I have to tell you, much of it is based on the fact that I really like the intellectual property this is based on. This is based off a series of graphic novels called Batman: The Dark Knight Returns by Frank Miller. And this is a game that allows you to kind of inhabit those worlds. And it does it in a really, really clever way. It's essentially, it takes the cooperative game mechanisms that you may be familiar with if you've played a lot of cooperative games where you've got an event deck. But what this game does, I think is so good, is it gives agency to the solo player at every turn. So oftentimes when you're playing a game with an event deck, what'll happen is you'll flip over an event card and some random thing will happen that you have to deal with. In this game, you get those event cards and you get to choose which ones are going to be in the event deck and which ones, because they're dual use cards, are going to then be used for other purposes. So you know exactly what cards you've put in the event deck. Now, they're going to be shuffled up. They're going to come out randomly. But the fact that you know what things you're going to have to deal with is just such a huge deal. It's a game changer for me. And again, it gives you this feeling of agency. And it's also within this fantastic world of Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. Really solid core mechanisms. You can play through kind of a campaign through the 3 books of the graphic novels, or you can play one-off scenarios. I absolutely adore Batman: The Dark Knight Returns, and that's why it's my number 1 solo game of 2022. All right, well, there you have it. My favorite solo games of the year. Fantastic year for solo gaming. I can't wait to see what's coming up. That's it for me. Let's keep going.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and I'm going to talk about my favorite 10 productions of 2022. And, this one's always a really tricky one for me to do, because what does production mean? Some people are like, oh, it just means fantastic miniatures. Well, you know what? It can mean fantastic miniatures, and many of the games I'm going to talk about have really good miniatures in them. But it could also just be the wooden components, the plastic inserts, the everything. This is the whole production of a game put together. The art is not particularly featured here. I'm going to be doing a different top 10 about the art, but for now we're going to just be taking a look at my top 10 favorite games with a good production. Number 10 is Plant It. Folks, I gotta say, I was really surprised on this one. Plant It, and you might say, wait a minute, this is one of the top 10 productions? Well, yeah, first of all, this game has the lowest price point to good components that I've seen in a really long time. This game came out, and I know some people got it for $20. Normally probably $30. I don't normally mention price, but when you look at the components of this game, the art is good in this game for sure, but there's just all these different little pieces. You're collecting sun and you're collecting water and stuff, and it looks like if you would pull it out of my library, and it is in my library, to play it, you would think, oh my word, Tom upgraded this game. No, I didn't. That's the way the game came, and it's just so impressive. I'm so glad a game like this exists, because someone will go to the store and buy it and go, holy moly, this game is that. This is like a really cool looking game, and I'm glad. So number 10, Plant It. Number 9 is Mayhem. I'm going to say Looney Tunes Mayhem, but there's also Teen Titans Mayhem. Now, Mayhem, this system here from CMON, which is kind of in the genre of I have a bunch of people and we're fighting you, a bunch of people, and we run around and we're trying to do goals and also slap each other, which makes sense in Looney Tunes. And if you look at the new Teen Titans cartoon, it makes a little sense there too. And you can even have these compatible where Bugs Bunny and Beast Boy, sorry, I'm forgetting the Teen Titans names, are going up against Robin and Elmer Fudd. But the miniatures in this, they're pre-painted or pre-colored. I don't know exactly how they were put together. They're just fantastic. And the artwork and everything, it just comes together and make a really fun-looking package. Really good quality. Toy factor here is pretty high. I think the game itself is, it's okay. But the toy factor of the Mayhem games, I enjoy. Number 8 is Fall of the Mountain King. This is a prequel to Hall of the Mountain King. And Hall of the Mountain King is one of the games that put Game Trays, game insert publisher, on the map for me. And in Fall of the Mountain King, they continue to do the same thing with these really great trays that hold all the pieces. But it's not just those. You have these little plastic trolls, heroes. You have all different pieces for collecting some of the resources that you need in this game. And man, it just looks really cool. It gives me almost like vibes when we used to call these games like Dudes on a Map, where there's a bunch of little people on a map, Fortress America, and that's what this looks like. Now, it plays very differently than that. I really enjoy the game, but I think it looks and has a great production, great quality cards. Everything comes together in Fall of the Mountain King. Number 7 is Starship Captains. This is from CGE. Starship Captains is a game in which, when you look at the cover of it, you're thinking, oh, it's a Star Trek parody, even though Star Trek is now parodying itself with the show Lower Decks. And this looks a little bit like Lower Decks, but not quite. Unfortunately, the game doesn't necessarily play like that picture, but it does have just really great pieces. One of the coolest things about this is you're collecting these little workers, and they kind of slide around your board. You have these inset boards that you're playing, and it just comes together in a really cool way. That sliding isn't that big of a deal, but it has this very satisfactory feel as you move your workers, and then you're placing the workers out on the board. The different colors and everything matter. It looks really good. Starship Captains. Number 6, Transmissions. Now, some games we are going to talk about the miniatures, and Transmissions is one of those, because this game is definitely based on kind of art already, and then this art made into miniatures of kind of, oh, poor robot. They look like, they're just cute robots. And that really brings this game to life. There's these 4 robots. You can move any of the robots on your turn, and then you're collecting resources. You can make the robots work better for you than other people. And you have, again, inset boards where you're putting these tokens in the board to upgrade the robots. That's really cool. The centerpiece, the art's good too, but the centerpiece is those robot miniatures, and they do not fail. Definitely worth checking out. Transmissions. Number 5 is Townsfolk Tussle. Townsfolk Tussle, definitely building on the popularity of Cuphead, bringing back this, 20s, 30s art style. I love the theming of this game where you are fighting against, you're a bunch of townsfolk fighting against these big bosses that come in. But I'm telling you, folks, these miniatures are unbelievable. They're even better painted. My daughter painted them, and they look stunning. Townsfolk Tussle is such a stunning looking game, but the cards, the artwork on all the cards, the board, I really like in this game that there's a bunch of different terrain that you put out, but it's also very easy. Each terrain comes with its own terrain card. It tells you what it does, kind of harkening back to the old days of Memoir 44. But the production, and when you pull out Townsfolk Tussle and put it on a table, people are going to come by and stop and look and say, what are you playing? Number 4 is Veiled Fate. So Veiled Fate kind of takes a very different aspect. This is from IV Games, and honestly, I thought about putting both IV games on my list. They're both very good. That came out this year. Mythic Mischief was the other one. But I decided to go with Veiled Fate. Veiled Fate is kind of area control sort of thing, where there's demigods, you're trying to control them. There's not a lot of pieces. This is a very stark production, not a lot of artwork in this game. But wow, you put these pieces out on the board itself looks beautiful. The whole thing just gives this vibe of cool. A lot of games today, when you see them, people are going to go, nerd games. Well, okay, I don't like that kind of generalization. But when they look at Veiled Fate, I think people go, ooh, It almost looks like those games from the 70s where there's a debonair guy sitting on the cover, and he's looking at you, challenging you to play a game. That's what you feel like when you look at Veiled Fate, my number 4. Number 3 is My Father's Work. Now, this is a big production. It has miniatures, but you know what? Miniatures are not the reason this game exists. I mean, on this list. The miniatures are cool and everything. My Father's Work comes with a really good app within a fantastic story involved, which helps. But there's just really great components. And these are not like upgradable components. Now, this was a Kickstarter, so they were able to up the components. But having little glass bottles that you're collecting over the course of this game, little cogs, animals, the whole thing, the board, the flip book, there's a flip book with different boards that you're going to play on over the course of your game. It just comes together in a really fantastic way, fits in the insert very well. It's just a really solid, fantastic production. Number 2 is, well, this is the biggest production on this list, and this is Foundations of Rome. Foundations of Rome, a game that I thought didn't necessarily need such a gigantic production, but now that it's out and I'm playing with it, I think, how could it have been anything else? Every time I play Foundations of Rome, everyone's just oohs and ahs, because most of the time when you think about games with miniatures, you think about monsters and heroes and things like that. Foundations of Rome is all about the buildings. This is not the first game to do so. There was a game that came out 25 years ago called Big City, which had buildings, and Big City weeps as it looks at the Foundations of Rome buildings, especially if you get the ones with the wash on them. But wow, putting these buildings out, very satisfying. The game itself, though, very clean-cut, great game. I love the game. But as you place the buildings out on the board, it's easy to know whose buildings are what. It's easy to see where the cards go. The rules that you need to know for scoring are printed on the board. I really love the production of Foundations of Rome. And I really struggled about putting it as my number 1. But my number 1 here is Wonderland's War. Wonderland's War, now, I'm talking here, again, about the upgraded version of this because there are different things, but even the non-upgraded version looks great. First of all, wonderful art. Love the art of Wonderland's War. Bringing Alice in Wonderland to life here, but the pieces are just unbelievable. You have a great little player board that gives you all the information you need. You have these little meeples that represent cards if you're the Queen of Hearts or whatever it might be, depending on what hero you are. All the cards, the symbology, it actually works and makes sense. The miniatures, if you upgrade to the miniatures, but it's the little poker chips and the bags as you pull these poker chips out, solid little poker chips, and play them to decide, who's going to win each battle. I like this one because all around, this is a great production. If you're like, Tom, what would you cut out of this? I would say, nothing, because it just comes together in an absolutely fantastic way. So that's my favorite production of 2022. So there you go. Those are my top 10 productions games of 2022. I'm Tom Vasel. Let's keep going.
Hey, I'm Jordan, and 2022 is almost over, and it came with a lot of, changes in my life. We had, I got a new job this year. I got new glasses. I haven't gotten new glasses in a long time. I got a haircut this weekend. So all in all, it was a pretty big year. But I really still liked playing board games, and I especially like to play small games, so I wanted to talk about little games that came out this year. And they're not, I don't know, don't worry about the ranking of these. They're just going to be 10 great games, sort of ranked. But let's go. So some of these games, I'm not totally sure of the year that they came out. I'm pretty sure they all came out this year generally. But for instance, Scout, I'm pretty sure came out last year, but it came out in America this year. So I'm going to count it. Scout is it's a really cool ladder climbing game where you are having these cards with numbers on them. They all have double sides on them, which is really cool. You're going to hold them in your hand, and one of the kind of gimmicks of the game is you can't rearrange your cards, similar to Bonanza. And you are trying to put down sets of cards and runs of cards sets of cards that are higher than the other sets on the table. You're trying to get rid of these cards slowly as the game goes on. But if you can't beat what's on the table, you scout. You take one of the cards and you slot it somewhere in your hand, and you can flip it whichever way, and you're trying to slot these in ways that you can get rid of more cards. Works super well, super smoothly. I played the Asian version. I think I preferred that better than this Oink version, but this one's fine. And I think generally this is just a really wonderful little card game if you're into those. when we talk about little games, we often talk about like filler games. Those are like small games that take very little amount of time when it comes to setup and teardown and teaching. And a game that fits really well in that kind of persona of game is Bag of Chips. This is a pretty unassuming, frankly dumb looking game. It comes in a plastic bag that is extra wrinkly, and it is from Blue Orange and Mixlore. Mixlore seems to make a lot of games in these weird plastic bags. A lot of them are food based for some reason. And Bag of Chips is a betting game. It almost has a Texas Hold'em style to it, where you're going to be slowly flipping over cards throughout the game, and you're going to kind of be betting on how many chips of certain colors you think are going to be there by using these scorecards. And so you have a hand of scoring cards. You're going to be discarding these as the game goes on, and you're going to be pulling these chips out of a bag and put them out on these cards. And the different colors that come out correspond with the scoring objectives on your hand. It plays super quickly. It says 15-20 minutes, and I think that is, it's definitely on the low end of that. Push your luck. It's got some of that betting. It just is a really cool kind of game. I played this late at night at our church retreat with some buddies, and it was a really great time. I've had a lot of fun playing this really, frankly, dumb-looking game that comes in a plastic bag that's supposed to look like a bag of chips, and it's better than it has any right to be. Another game from Blue Orange, and Blue Orange, I've really enjoyed their slate of games this year. I have a lot of them. This is not the last one on the list, but this is Downtown Farmers Market, and this is a straight, almost logical puzzle type game. You're going to have this outline of these tiles, and the tiles are going to give you different scoring objectives, and then you're going to be drafting these other tiles that have different symbols on them. They could have milk and cheese and bread and carrots and things like that on them, things you're buying from a farmer's market. And then you're going to lay the tiles down in this imaginary grid using the scoring tiles. And depending on where you place these tiles, you're going to be scoring based off of I want 2 eggs in this column, or I want more, more milk than cheese in this column, or something like that. And so you're just slowly building these columns and rows of different sets of symbols. And it really, as the game goes on, it really kind of melts your brain as you're making these choices. And it looks really kind of, I don't know. It doesn't look quite as brain burner-y as it probably is, but I've really enjoyed this puzzle. My whole family has liked it. Even my kids have enjoyed it too. They might just not do as well as the adults, but they enjoy that kind of puzzle of putting these tiles out in the grid. And it's really cool. That is Downtown Farmers Market. All right, and this one is a remake of an older game, but I really enjoyed the older game, but I think this is my preferred version now, and that is Marvel Remix. What does that mean? I don't know. Maybe they've remixed Fantasy Realms with Marvel. I don't know. The name Remix doesn't make any sense. This is Fantasy Realms through and through. You got the cards on the table, you're drawing new cards into your hand, you're trying to make the best hand of cards, almost deck building, but it's hand building, and the cards are going to interact certain ways. So maybe if you have the Thor card, you're trying to get the Mjolnir card, and then you're also trying to, get maybe some X-Men cards, and depending on which X-Men cards you have, they're going to score bonus points depending on the different things. But in this one, a couple of the twists are you have to have at least one hero card in your hand at the end of the game, and you have to have at least one villain card in your hand at the end of the game. The villains are going to, they kind of are giving you negative things, but depending on how you take care of them with the other cards in your hand, they usually end up giving you positive things. I think the system works very well in this one. I think the theme on the cards works, and frankly, I like the art better in this one. And I think it is a more complete package than Fantasy Realms, which I thought was very bland in how it looked and just the theme of it. This one, and I'm not a super theme kind of person. This is the first game with a theme, really, that I've talked about. But I think this one kind of pulls that out of it better than the original Fantasy Realms does. Explorers, is this a small box game? I don't know. It is small-ish. I can hold it with one hand. That might work. This is from Phil Walker Harding and Ravensburger. This is a roll and write game, or flip and write game, I suppose, that is very similar to Kingdom Builder. And I don't really like Kingdom Builder, but I think this is a better take on that system. You're going to have a grid, I love grids, a grid of these tiles out, and they're all dry erase, and you're going to be flipping these cards over, and they're going to allow you to cross off certain numbers of squares based off of where you've already built, of certain terrains, and depending on what you're able to reach, you're going to be crossing off these gems and crossing off fish and buildings and carrots and tomatoes and things like that. And you're crossing these things off, and as you're crossing them off, you cross them off at the top and score some points. And it just works really well. It has, a bit more going on than Kingdom Builder did, in at least base Kingdom Builder. And I think it works really well. I probably have not played this box of games since it came out because it has a really wonderful app, and I play the app a lot more than the physical game. So Explorers is really great, but maybe try the app because I think it's a bit more streamlined. It takes away some of the fiddliness of going back and forth with the check boxes and stuff. But Explorers, really cool roll and write game from Phil Walker Harding, who's one of the best there is. This is 9 Lives from BoardGameTables.com. They have a whole line of these games in these little square boxes, and they're a lot of card games or tile-laying games. This is a card game. This is a follow-up from, I believe it was from last year, Ghosts of Christmas. And this is from the same designer, same Japanese designer and original producer of the game. And this is a trick-taking game just like that one, but it has some different twists to it. And this one, the twists are you are bidding, just like some trick-taking games like Spades. But in this one, you also know what the other cards in everybody's hands are because you can see the backs of the cards. The blue cards, the blue suit, all the backs of those cards are blue. The red suit, all the backs of those cards are red. And so you know some information about the cards around the table. And then as you're playing the cards, whoever wins the trick has to take a card from somebody else that played in that trick and put it into their hand. So you are constantly, these cards are kind of rotating through the table. So it is not a perfect, all the cards are out there, but it's not really a perfect information trick-taking game because those cards are kind of re-entering hands. And I haven't played with somebody who has the memory to be able to remember who has what cards after you add those cards. So it adds that really interesting wrinkle to it. The bidding is also interesting because as you're bidding, you can bid for different numbers or multiple numbers. So you can bid like 3 or 4 tricks, that kind of thing. And I've just had a lot of fun with this one. I think knowing what other cards the players have kind of adds that level of almost, I don't know if it's true control, but some perceived control because you know a little bit of what's going on. So I've enjoyed this one. 9 Lives from BoardGameTables.com. This is one that my kids have really enjoyed this year. This is Museum Suspects, again, from Phil Walker Harding and, of course, Blue Orange, who seems to be on this list a lot. And this is a deduction game that has deduction, but also some betting and bluffing along with it. So think of Clue. You're gaining information as the game goes on, and you're using deduction to cross off things that qualities that the suspects don't have. And you have this grid of suspects at a museum. They are different animals, they have different hats, they have different backgrounds, they're in different rooms, that kind of thing. And you are slowly, each turn you flip over a card, you cross off things on your sheet, and next turn you flip over a card, you cross off things on your sheet, and you're slowly kind of pulling back and seeing who it is. But after each turn, you're going to place a betting chip on who you think could have done it. At the beginning of the game, you probably have no idea. You're just kind of making a blind guess. But as the game goes on, you're going to see more betting chips going for certain things, and are other people kind of saying, oh yeah, it's over here, but really I know it's over here. And the betting chips are also different scoring amounts, so you could put like a 1 betting chip at the beginning, but at the end where you really think is this person, you want to put a 6 down, you're going to score 6 points for that one. So it's not just straight deduction, it has a couple of those really interesting wrinkles to make the game stand out and make it a bit unique. But we've really enjoyed Museum Suspects. My kids, who are how old are they? 8 and 10, have really enjoyed this one too. So check this one out, especially if you are a family type of gamer. This one is really solid. Another game, I was talking about Bag of Chips that I thought, was better than it should have been. Hungry Monkey is another one that I haven't seen a ton of people talk about. This is from Heidelberg. It's that same line of games that had all those shiny boxes from a couple years ago with Coyote and Spicy and Anansi was the one that I really liked from that line. But Hungry Monkey, it feels almost like golf, where you are trying, you have those face down cards, or silver or Cabo or whatever. You have these face down cards, you're trying to learn what those cards are. But also it's almost played in two distinctive parts, because you're slowly trying to learn about cards, and then once the deck runs out, you are then trying to get rid of the cards that are face down in front of you. Get rid of all the cards from your hand, and then all the cards that are face down in front of you, based off the information you've been able to learn from the beginning half of the game. All the cards are numbered. You're playing the cards in ascending order. So if I play a 3, the next person has to play a card that's higher than a 3, and so forth around the table. And then as you're playing these cards, some of the cards are going to give you special actions to look at cards, or swap cards, play cards, things like that. It is. I've had so much fun with this game. It is such an unassuming card game that has some classic feel to it. And I've just played this for a really long time, over and over again with friends, just sitting around. Over the summer we played it around the pool, and enjoyed this one tremendously. I hope people don't sleep on this one, because I've really enjoyed Hungry Monkey. And the last game from Blue Orange is Next Station London. This has quickly become one of my favorite kind of roll and write style games. And it is a flip and write game because it uses cards. But it is the hook of this one is you're using different colored pencils on the same sheet. So each round you're going to be drawing a different subway line, metro line on your map. And so say I'm starting with the blue line. I'm going to flip over all these cards, go from station to station, drawing this blue line, trying to get to different parts on my board, connect different things on my board to score different points. And then I'm going to when the round is over, I'm going to pass my pencil to the left, and then I get a new color. I'm going to do the pink line. I'm going to start from the pink line spot, and I go all the way over, pass the pencil over, and now I do purple. And I do that for 4 rounds for 4 different colors. And it just works super well, and it is just that passing of the pencils. I mean, you can play this solo, you just use a different pencil each round. But the way that comes out, the hook just really works so well for this one. And it's just kind of has that spatial puzzle feel that I really enjoy in games. Just connect from place to place. How can I get this to here? Do I want to go to this other section because that's going to give me a kind of a point multiplier, but I really want to get over to here as well because that's going to give me these bonus points from that objective card. So great. Such a fantastic roll and write game. Next Station London. And then one of my favorite games to come out this year is another roll and write game. This one is much heavier than any other game here. This is easily the heaviest game here, and one of the heavier games that I played this year. I don't play a ton of heavy games. I don't mind heavy games, but this is a heavier game than most that I've played, and that is Three Sisters. Is this a small box? I'm going to say it's a small box because I want to talk about this game. And this is kind of a follow-up to Fleet the Dice game, which was also a heavier style roll and write. This one uses 2 sheets, and this is about backyard gardening, which is a theme that is super popular nowadays. But I think when they announced this on Kickstarter, it wasn't quite as popular. And this one is a game in which you are planting plants. You're planting pumpkins, you're planting beans, and you're planting something else, maybe corn, some other vegetable in your backyard. And each turn there's going to be rain. You're going to grow those crops, and then as you get somewhere, you get to then take these bonus actions. It has a very that's pretty clever, Gonshan clever vibe to it, where you go something and then you get a bonus over here. And you do the bonus over here, and then you get the bonus over here. And it's just so satisfying to go from here to here to here to here to here to here, do. And you just check those, and then, okay, next turn. And I get this act, and it's all driven by this dice rondelle that you roll the dice, and you put them around, and everybody's going to take an action. Everybody takes a big group action, and then you take this action. And every single turn, you get to do so much on your turn. You get to do this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then and this, and it's just so satisfying. You get to upgrade some of your actions with the shed, and you get to, you know, take some bonus actions depending on what kind of composting you do. It just, such a fantastic game. Talking about it has made me want to play it again, and I've played this game a lot. I really enjoy this one. That's Three Sisters. One of my favorite roll and write game ever right now. So there you go. Those are some small games that I think you should check out. A lot from Blue Orange. They just did a really great slate of games this year. But some other games. What are some that you played that maybe I've missed? I have Splendor Duel on my shelf to play. I might actually play that tonight after I stop recording, or I'll play it tomorrow. I also have Caper Europe that I really want to play. I've had that on my shelf for a bit and just haven't been able to get around to it. So those are two that I'm going to play soon, hopefully by the end of the year. But what are some other small games that you've enjoyed? Maybe card games, roll and write games, flip and write games. Those all usually come in small packages, and those are kind of games that I dig. So let me know. I'm always wanting to check out new ones. Until next time, guys, I'm Jordan. Thanks.